So what's up people, and welcome to another Warframe video. So for today's video I wanted to cover the two missions Kuva Siphon and Kuva Flood, and a way of doing it a little bit easier. Now if you recall, the Kuva Siphon and Kuva Flood missions are these missions that pop up all over the star chart, and you could use those missions to collect Kuva. Now the requirement for that is once you find the Kuva Siphon in those missions, then you have to stand there and look for the Kuva clouds that get attracted to it, and before the siphon can absorb the clouds, you have to destroy them with your void strikes. Now the problem is many people find these Kuva Flood and Kuva Siphon missions to be a little bit difficult. Not only do you have to keep on fighting the enemy while you look for these Kuva clouds, but the big problem is you often cannot find these clouds fast enough before they get absorbed. They come from various directions, they're not the easiest things to find, and you're so distracted by everything else that it can be hard to destroy these clouds before they get absorbed. So the way I found that makes these missions a lot easier is to use the arcane Magus Lockdown. Now, as you may know, Magus Lockdown is an arcane enhancement that you put on your operator. It can be purchased from Little Duck in Fortuna, and they are typically used to lock down any nearby enemies so that you could strike them and take them out. But one thing I found that was useful for the Kuva Flood and Kuva Siphon missions is Magus Lockdown will also lock down the Kuva clouds. So for example, in this Kuva Flood mission, you hear the ringing that's coming on, which indicates that the Kuva cloud is coming closer. Then of course, when you feel that it's nearby, then you can jump out as your operator and do a void dash. And that will of course lock down everybody nearby. And it can also lock down the Kuva cloud if that's nearby as well. And that gives you a few additional seconds so that you can do the void strike and take that cloud out. So this turns out to be really good. It's especially nice when you have difficulty finding the Kuva clouds, because if you hear that ringing come on, then you could actually do your void dashes irrespective of whether you see the Kuva cloud or not, and if it is nearby, then it will lock it down. So if you stand near the Kuva Siphon, and once you start hearing the ringing and you feel that the Kuva cloud is getting closer, you just do a number of void dashes, and you look around to see what it's locked down, and if it is a Kuva cloud, then you can take it out. And the other nice thing about the Magus Lockdown is it will also lock down all the nearby enemies, and that will also give you the ability to freely look around for that Kuva cloud and make it easier to take it out. So I have found that Magus Lockdown turns out to be really useful, and ever since I started using this, I have never had a difficulty successfully completing a Kuva Flood mission. And so I just wanted to make this video to inform any of you if you were having difficulty doing the Kuva Flood or the Kuva Siphon missions, and if you had Magus Lockdown, then you could use it to make your mission easier. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful. I'll continue to make Warframe videos in the future. I hope you join me at that time. But until the next video, happy hunting, and as always, Jaya, nice day everyone.